Georgswa coming to you with part 2 from Anne de Bretagne. The daughter of Anne de Bretagne, Claude, will marry the next king, François I. She is known as Claude de France. Both move now to Blois, where François built a new part of the castle in Renaissance style. François started off the Renaissance area in this area and built many chateaux, also the Chateau Chambord that we have seen before. Here François the first wing in Blois. This chateau is famous for his escalier, the staircase, in Renaissance style. The chimney with the emblem of the salamander and the hermeline of Anne de Bretagne. Claude with her children and the son Henry II, who will become the next king after Claude and François deceased. Henry II, a good-looking gentleman, marries Caterina de' Medici from Italy. Caterina comes from a rich family in Italy and has got a lot of influence on the French court. They also choose Blois as residence. Outside of Blois, they also own a chateau called Chenonceau, which is shown in another film. Here Henry II's room, which is actually in black and white or black and gold. The king's bedroom in Blois. Caterina de' Medici, her private room where she kept poison. This is cupboards with secret drawers. Like most kings those days, Henry II also has got a mattress. It's the Diana de Poitiers, a very pretty woman. Henry II dies in 1599 and Caterina retreats to Chenonceau to learn about the death of her husband. There she stays in a colorless room, all in black and white, with drawn curtains and no light, and mourns for a long time. They are both buried in Saint-Denis in Paris. Caterina and Henry II had 3 sons. They became kings successively: François, Charles IX and Henry III. François II married very young Maria Stuart from Scotland. François dies only being 16. That means his brother Charles IX will be the next king. He marries Elizabeth of Austria and also dies very young, aged 24. His brother Henry III becomes king in 1570 and marries Louise de Lorraine. Henry dies at the age of 38, having no son. That means that the dynasty of the Valois ends here. The new dynasty is the Bourbons. Henry IV, the first king, who marries the daughter of the last Valois, Marguerite de Valois. Marguerite is the first wife. Like kings before, he has also got a mistress, Gabrielle d'Este. The next wife will be Maria de' Medici, the daughter of Henry II and the Caterina de' Medici. Their son now, Louis XIII, who will be the next king. Henry IV is murdered by François Ravillard. Here the picture. The son becomes the next king as Louis XIII in 1610. He marries Anna of Austria. Their son becomes the famous king Louis XIV, the Sun King. A picture of Anne of Austria with the young king. He was born in Fontainebleau. Louis XIII died in 1666, leaving the young Louis XIV as king. Since he was still a child, his mother took care of the state of affairs. Louis XIV is possibly the greatest king France has ever seen. He built Versailles. He lived a very long life, so that his children did not become kings. It's only his grandchildren later on. Louis XIV died at 1683. His grandson, Louis XV, became the next king. He married Maria Leszczyńska in 1725. Louis XV died in 1768. His grandson, Louis XVI, becomes the next king. Louis XVI is married to Antoinette. Soon the French Revolution took their life on the guillotine. Napoleon Bonaparte, the leader of the revolution, becomes the Emperor of France. His residence is Fontainebleau. Doing Napoleon in the Chateau Fontainebleau. Napoleon abdicated and went into exile to Elba. Here a scene of his adieu